So stay tuned, don't leave. Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If this is your first time watching my video, please don't forget to subscribe and click on the notification button so you can be alerted when any of my video pops out. So in this video I'm going to be talking about 7 business ideas that you may want to start, and it will fetch you a whole lot of money. It may not be beneficial to you that is watching this right now. It can be beneficial to one of your family members that you're not sure what you want to start off for that person. Maybe one that you know in the village, one that you know around, a friend of yours. So please, after watching this video, don't fail to share it to those persons. So number 1 I want to talk about is poultry farming. A lot of persons don't know about this. So poultry farming is just, let me not use that big word, poultry farming, just like feeding chicken from their young age to like 4-6 months, then set them off. That's just what poultry business is all about. Some persons do that for different purposes. So some persons maybe feed the chickens for just to extract eggs from the chicken, and then they keep feeding the chicken. Do you get? Just to extract eggs, sell the eggs. Some persons do both, to sell both the chicken, the eggs at the same time, while some persons just sell the chicken. No, not all of them produce eggs. So there are ones that don't produce eggs. I know we have different breeds. We have the cockerel, we have the broilers. So I want you to know that this business is always in demand all year round. Most persons purchase this in the market every day. You get? Purchase this every day, and persons are making lots of money from this. So the only thing required to start up this business is you just need a space. Get your chicken, buy them in bulk. Let me say like 50 pieces to 100 pieces, depending on how you want to start. Then you need feeder just to put the feeds, just like plate that you used to eat. So that feeder is just like something that you put the feeds that the chickens can eat from. Then you need something like a container, the drinker. Yes, that's what it's called, drinker. Just put the water for them inside for them to drink from. That is the only thing you need. Then for their, just like you need bedsheet to sleep, for them just get doors. Just go to maybe one of those carpenters in the markets. Some of them sell, some of them don't sell. They then give you doors, and it's not just any kind of doors. You know, there are these doors that are very choky. You don't want to choke the chickens to death. I'm going to give a little more explanation to this because my mother used to be a poultry farmer. So I, as a child, and my other siblings as the children, used to help her with managing it. Not like we used to help her, like she used to mandate us to do this or do that. So yeah, I'm conversant with that. So assuming you have the space, your chickens are there. Suppose you have another work you are doing, put enough feed for them, water too. Just put in enough water that will be enough for them. So that's just it for the morning. In the evening, come back and repeat the same thing. Then in the evening, after you have finished feeding them in the evening, let me say around 7, 8, 9, you have to leave a lantern for that. I don't know whether this is compulsory, but for us, for my mom, she usually leaves the lantern there. Just like most persons, or let me say some persons, don't like darkness when they sleep. You get? Just lighten that place. Like let there be a source of light there. And not just for them to see. Some of them love swarms. So sometimes when you put the lantern there, you see them trying to gather around the lantern. I think it kind of warms them in the night. So that's just it. If you need more information about poultry farming, please comment below. I will be very willing to share more insights or more things that I know about starting up poultry farming. So the second business idea I want to talk about is fish farming. My mom used to be a fish farmer. Just like poultry farming, where maybe when she wants to sell December period, she will now buy the chickens maybe like ending of August or beginning of September, then feed the chickens for like 4 to 5 months. Then at the end of the 5 months, she now sells it to a wholesaler or to in retail outlets to maybe like neighbors in the house or neighbors around the house to buy. It's just like I was saying, it doesn't require much. It just requires a tank, easy access to water, clean water, please, clean water. Then the fishes, they do have their own separate feeds, not the same feed for chicken. So one thing with fish business is that they tend to change the water, let me say every 2 weeks or weekly, every 1 month, because the water, the habitat of the fishes, does smell, and the longer it stays, the more cloudy the water becomes, and you want to be seeing the fishes inside. Like, you want them to thrive in a very clean water, and that's one of the reasons why the water can be changed maybe every week or every 2 weeks or monthly, depending on how dirty the water is. The third business idea I want to talk about is pastry making. For lovers, persons that really love making maybe like chin, donuts, cupcakes, cookies, and all the rest of it. It's easy. This business is for you. But if you're not like, if you don't love it but you want to make money from it, you can still do it. And this one, anybody can do it. You can do this. Persons are thriving from this, but depending on maybe how big you want to start it or how small you want to start it, you can start by selling to or supplying to neighbors around you that do sell all of these things, maybe like snacks. Maybe in class, if you're a college student, you can start it in a small way, be selling it in class. Your classmates will be interested, and from there, maybe if they are doing birthdays, if they are doing maybe like small get together or all these social gathering, they will contract you for it. The fourth business idea I want to talk about is selling clothes. This one is usually depending on your location. You can thrive more depending on your location. For example, if you're a college student, you know the kinds of wear. You know, if you're a college student and the customers or people you want to sell these clothes to are your classmates in school, you get. You will not go and be buying children wears now. So you will buy wears that would fit them. Teenage wears, adult wears. Another thing is, if maybe you don't want to deal with clothes, trousers, jeans, you can go for underwears. You can do underwears, bras, pants. Some of these students do not have the strength or do not have the time to actually go to the market to purchase their underwears. So you can do that for them and take your gain from it. Make profits. You can make profits from that. I was doing this few months back. Not even up to a year. Let me say a year back, a few months back. I was doing this and I knew I was getting my gain from it. So you just have to go to a market that you know that sells what you want to buy at a very low price. You just have to go there, get quality ones that you know that your customers will be satisfied when they get them. You get. That's all you have to do with this. While I was in school, I used to sell materials. You can still tag them under clothing business. So you sell materials, not like finished clothing like this. Materials like, let me say, like shirt materials. When you get the materials, you can give them to a tailor that you know. I'm not a tailor, I'm not a seamstress. I give them to a tailor that you know, and they will make it like quality material. That's what I used to tell when I was in school, and it was easier for me because my mother is right now, currently, she has done many business. she sells bell shirt materials. I mean, if you can get someone that's a very good seller, someone that sells at a very good price for you, and the quality is very important. The quality is very good, not the one that your customer or a potential customer will buy and will complain of it tomorrow. So the quality must be top notch, the price still good, so that when you are selling it to your customers, even if the price is a little bit above average, they will know that this is quality stuff they are buying, and they will not have any choice of the price from you. So please, for already finished wears, you can go to, depending on where you are, you can go to all these market. Bend down, calm down, be patient enough to look for quality materials. I'm telling you, you will see. The next one I want to talk about is makeup services. Who doesn't make up today? Everybody makes up. I mean, there are some persons that do not like making up, yeah, but then on their special occasions they do makeup. Who doesn't make up now on weddings? Like, which lady doesn't make up now on weddings? I mean, not like every lady does, but I mean most ladies make up on their weddings, on their birthdays. I mean, you have ladies on your contact list. You can start up small. What you just need is just a space, like a very neat space, like not like a big space, like a very small space, right? You know, very small space. Get a ring light, get your makeup kit. That's all you need to know. If you're not skilled in the makeup service already, you can go on YouTube. Go on YouTube and browse how to makeup tutorials. If you want to make up within 1 week, 2 weeks, you can do that. If you don't want to, if you think that maybe learning from YouTube is very hard for you, you can look for all these makeup artists that are already made and you want to learn from. Now pay a little amount of money to start. So with the use of the ring lights and your smartphone, you can just video what you've done, what you've practiced, post it on your WhatsApp. From there, you don't know who will remember you tomorrow. You don't know who will bump into your videos tomorrow. Post on WhatsApp, not just on WhatsApp. Post on your Instagram page, post on your Facebook page. 1 or 2 persons. From doing 1, so you don't need to have many customers at a time. Just from 1, 2, 3, and from there you will grow. Advertise your product. That's another thing. That's the main thing with this business. So the 6th business idea I want to talk about is POS, points of sales, or e-payments. A lot of you will believe with me that this business has come to stay for a very long time. We know that, you and I know that financial transactions are a very integral part of human life, and the banking sector habitually fails to meet the demands of many persons in this regard, which is why POS is now trending, and most persons are profiting from this business. It doesn't require much to start up this business. I have a very close person that does this business currently, so if you want me to tell you more about it and what you need to start it up, please comment below and I'll be very happy to share with you what you need to start up for this business. But then it doesn't require much. Just need you to just have the POS machine, which you can get from any bank, not just any bank. You can get it from GT Bank, Zenith, UBA Bank, etc. If you want me to tell you how you can make money from starting up this business, please comment below and I'll share with you. Before you start up this business, one thing you have to put in mind is your location. You don't want to start up this business where a bank is close by, where somebody can easily decide not to patronize you, and depending on how much transaction or what transaction the person makes, withdrawal, deposit, transfers, paying of bills like DSTV, blah blah blah. That's the money you get depends on the kind of transaction the person does. You get. Then another thing you have to bear in mind before deciding to start up this business is somewhere that has you have to start it somewhere that has a good GSM network. For some persons lose their customers because maybe where they are the person does not have a good GSM network and the business doesn't get right to happen. So 3 things you have to bear in mind is the location of the place should not be very close to a bank. Security. Then the 3rd thing is a place that has good GSM network. The last but not the least business idea I want to talk about today is sports viewing center. This business is quite trendy right now. Not quiet. What am I talking about? It's not quite trendy. It's very trendy right now. I mean, a lot of Nigerians are very passionate about football. and you can turn this into a big opportunity. What you just have to do is just to rent a space for this business. Get to, depending, you can get 1 television set or 2 television sets, depending on how big you want the place to be. Get 2 television sets, then 2 dual view cable subscription. Do you get? Then get standing fan. I mean, person that is watching football needs air now, to calm down the nerves. Get 2 standing fans, then benches. You can get plastic seats depending on your money, or benches. That's all you need to do for this business. Another thing you have to consider while starting this business is location. You don't want to start this business in a very quiet location where little or no person even crosses. You can think out of the box. I mean, this place, somebody that is there will want to, somebody that is watching that football, maybe he's just coming back from work, maybe has not eaten, you might want to start up something else inside that small space again. You might start up Indomie, all these people that used to sell Indomie, like fast food Indomie stuff. You can have dry meat there. The person that may not have money to buy Indomie, plate of Indomie from you, might have money for dry meat. You can get a small fridge there that has chilled drinks for these persons, not just drinks, I mean water, bottled water, pure water, for them to take while they are watching the football. Another thing you can consider inside that sports viewing center too, depending on how big the place is, maybe as big as this room, you may not know how big this room is. You can divide it. Here is for the viewing. The front half part of the place will be for the sports, viewing center. Maybe half part of it will be where the dry meat, the snacks, the drinks are being sold. Then maybe a portion of it maybe used to for barbing, since guys are here. Some of them might even come in too early, and maybe the ball has not started, the match has not started, so they might want to look good for the next day that they are going to work by barbing their hair. So you need a barbing kit and a mirror. That's all you need. And if somebody that is very good with barbing, can hire somebody that is good in barbing if you are not good with barbing. See, 3 businesses in one shop. The sports viewing center, the barbing salon, and the snacks area. 3 businesses in one shop. And so we've come to the end of this video. So if this video was really helpful to you, was really beneficial to you, don't forget to comment, like my video, share and subscribe.